A subjective problem is something of how you feel and it comes from your viewpoint, whereas an objective problem is something that it's like, well, this is a pen. So you can't do anything about it. That's the way it is. Once again, you are on video, so it's not going to be so private and confidential. You're okay with that?
Yes.
I'll coach you as to go where you need to place your finger. I'll also be asking you to repeat different things after me, and whatever comes up, you're in relation to your problem, thoughts will arise, and it may come to you in images, body sensations, emotions, whatever, and you're going to get it across to me as to whatever comes up. Without resisting anything, you just want to accept whatever comes up.
The problem I am having is relationships with controlling people. I find it very hurtful. I feel angry. So controlling relationships seems to bring up a whole bunch of different emotions. Even though what's coming up is, I feel hurtful, angry, and emotional. I love and accept myself, my body, my personality, and the fact that I feel hurtful, angry, and emotional is coming up.
I'm getting that this peaceful calm is an essence of you and who you are. And once again, imagine a golden ball of fire or whatever color you like above your head, cascading down through your crown, through your head, through your body, your arms, your legs, your feet, into the earth, infinitely below you. And from below, have this beautiful energy, this divine light coming up through your body, through your head, up infinitely above you. With every breath, it cascades in front of you, behind you, to the right and the left. This beautiful divine light as it permeates everywhere, infinitely. So this problem where you feel hurtful, angry, and emotional with these controlling people, how does it feel now? What are you aware of now that you weren't aware of before?
It doesn't seem to be a problem. There seems to be no... Before, even the word controlling was like my spine would be tense already, but now, thinking about it, it just doesn't seem to be an issue. It seems to be soft, it seems to be peaceful, it seems to be at ease, it just seems to be matter of fact, accepting, just doesn't seem to be a big deal.
Is there anybody else that participates in this that you can see that might be a problem?
Right now, no. I just feel peaceful,
excellent,
calm. No, even at the thought of that happening, there's nothing with that, just that peace and calm.
Excellent.
What was good about this process was getting out of the analytical mind, in having a perception of what I was going to see or feel or whatever was not what happened at all, so it made no sense and it made no reason, so you had no choice but to accept it and just go with the process, but yet the end result is so powerful. Instructions that are easy to follow, the process is quick. It's and just the feeling afterwards of just peace, how you could take it to any area, any problem, any perception, and just, it's like, what I see is like this big erase, this chalkboard with an eraser, and you just go, okay, let's just take care of that, let's just take care of that, and then you go, look at, there's a great big board. Nothing on it.
I actually do that sometimes. Something comes up and then this is a great one for that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so what have you learned about doing this process?
That doesn't have to make sense.
That's a good one too. Because a lot of these things, right, if you go into the higher realms of awareness, it's just not a problem.
One more thing,
Oh,
it's a relief, because I'm always so much in my mind that you can do a process where you don't have to be in your mind and still get the results. You don't have to figure it all out. It just is. When that arises, it's just to go back to that feeling I'm feeling now, and that awareness of it's not a problem, instead of before of it being such a huge problem in every area of my life, is just being able to connect very easily just with a quick breath of just going, okay, let's go back to the way that felt, and that awareness and that thought of it's just not a problem.
To where before you would even just think about it.
Yes, I could feel my spine tensing right away, like it was like a nail would shoot up my spine. And now it's just feels totally different. Way more relaxed, way more movement, way more fluidity, and it's just not a problem.
Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
This is my little mate came all the way from California with me. And he decided he likes Timmy's too. So he's just going to take a little break here. A little sit down. Hi there. Fancy meeting you here at Timmy's. You're so cute. You're so very cute, aren't you? Yes, you are. Anyway, get off my cup. Just a minute.
The wrong cup. He just got his bottom steamed.
He's on the wrong cup. A steamed bottom.
Nothing like an esteemed bottom.
He's an esteemed piggy.
Yes, an
Good
esteemed
morning.
piggy. Maybe that's what we should call him, is esteemed. Because his bottom is being esteemed again.
He's staring at you.
Yes.
There's the camera. Right over there, yes.
Yeah.
Prick your ears up. Aren't you the cutest little thing? Anyway, it's nice that he's joined us today. Thank you for bringing him.
I thought you saw me bring him. No, obviously not.
Actually, I did. I'm
Oh, you
acting
did?
surprised, so you won't be disappointed.
Oh,
Otherwise, you would say she already knew that.
oh, but you're saying it now.
Well, you forced me into it.
I never forced you.
I didn't say
I
nothing.
never
Why do
forced
I
you to do
always have to be
anything.
truthful?
You don't. You could have just said, I know what, you're right, I didn't.
But I did.
Yeah, because you're truthful.
I'm forced into it. I
You're
don't
not
want
forced
to be
into
truthful.
it. Why, how can you be forced to be truthful?
Because I know you'll hammer at me till I tell you the truth, for God's sake.
So are you saying that I can tell when you're lying?
No, you just ferret out the truth somehow. You should be a detective, for God's sake.
All I do is ask what, I'm sort of like Columbo. Right? Where I'm like, just a minute. Excuse me, ma'am.
Me and Piggy was here,
Piggy wink.
shocked. Now that he's found out I'm not truthful all the time. Are you shocked? He looks crestfallen.
Looks crestfallen.
See, he looks crestfallen. Mommy doesn't tell the truth all the time. I promise to tell the truth when I'm with Sue. How about that?
Or even with the pig.
She can't handle the truth. Yes, and I mean it.
The show was tumultuous, I must say.
What do you mean? What show was tumultuous?
Well,
Yesterday? How was it tumultuous?
Well, the onslaught of trains, boats, and planes was unexpected.
Trains, boats, and planes? I
We
must have
didn't-
missed that part.
Just a second.
I know, I saw the trains.
This is the French side of it. You know, it's the English side. There it is.
And now we're always looking for which side is their side.
It's because I don't pronounce French very well. Toujours means
Means
today.
always. Oh no, yeah, always.
It does. See, we
Fresh.
have to- we
Frey
have
is
to look-
fresh.
We have to look at the other side to find out what we're reading. Our little piggy here is it's warm because it was touching.
He was
the hot
being
coffee.
steamed.
He was being steamed while we speak. Oh, he's walking towards the camera. He's staring at the camera.
That's the sound he makes. A pig makes
Well,
that
they
kind
make
of
it-
sound.
No, they make a kind of a stuffing,
I thought they made a
grunting,
squeal.
grunting sound. I don't know what it sounds like. Very funny.
The sounds you're making don't sound pig-like.
No. We have been searching for a name for Miss Piglet or I think she's the best. Look at that coquettish way she sits.
She's
And
definitely
we're
coquettish.
hoping that our viewers will pick a name for her. You know, comment and give us a name for Miss Piggy here. She can't be Miss Piggy because there's already a Miss Piggy.
That's right.
But she could be some other kind of piggy.
Plus she's naked.
Look at
Miss
her.
Piggy would never be naked.
True. But she's wearing a lot of fur.
Yes.
You notice all that fur all over her?
Sparsely.
Sparsely, that's hairy action. Even all over her, she's got this hairy stuff. Anyway, she needs a name, so if our people out here can come up with a name,
What happens if they find a name for her?
they could win a prize.
Okay. And we will name her that.
And we will name her that.
So the prize could be that we'll mention their name with her name. Or something else.
A prize could be hummed up. What? Drummed up.
Or
Anyway,
hummed up. What would you like the pig named?
and we're-
This coquettish, esteemed pig
Ooh.
who is sometimes crestfallen.
When she doesn't have a name. Little bits of breakfast in her fuzzy hair. Anyway, name this pig. The sooner the better. So today we're going to go buy some trees.
And we're going to plant them. The last trees we planted, that was many years ago, and you said that they would grow.
Pine
they were
trees.
about this high, pine trees, and they never did grow.
Now they're about this size.
Yeah, actually
One
one's
actually
dead.
died.
Yeah.
And the other
One never made it. But the other one has stayed exactly the same for the last like 5 years.
It looks very twisted and deformed.
It's exactly the same as it was before. It never grew. It never did
Are we
anything.
taking it out?
Yeah, it needs to go.
We're killing it?
Well, don't you want to?
I think we should.
Yes. I think we need to put it out of
Unfortunately.
its misery.
And beautify your yard. And actually, we're trying to block out the neighbors is what we're really trying to do.
Yeah.
We don't want their prying eyes on our house anymore.
We just want to see the mountains and the park out back. And we don't want to see the neighbors.
Miss Piggy is now incognito. These glasses fit perfectly. And she looks so cool. Ooh.
With the bling.
The bling. See the bling? Anyway, you could name her a blingy name, or he,
So we could just call her Bling for now.
the bling thing.
Or just Bling.
Well, we need a real name, and we need it now. So the sooner you people comment,
So obviously she doesn't like that, so you better come up with something better.
yeah, I think so. We need something really good, really catchy, super catchy. And we can't think of anything very. So are we ready to go buy a tree?
Yes, let's go buy 4 trees.
4 trees. Okay, we're about to buy 4 trees, and Nameless here is counting on you, aren't you? You're a cute.
She's nameless.
Cute cutie, Miss Nameless.
Okay, I can't take this anymore. So we're.
Just read she's kissing goodbye. Bye. See you tomorrow. You were a hit.
Nothing's gonna happen, Nothing's gonna happen.
So the nail biting suspense is over, and I put glue-like surface on under the paper and on top of it so that it'll avoid an awful lot of painting to try to reproduce newspaper print with. This is a clear, transparent acrylic surface that I'm putting on top. It'll dry clear, and so you won't see anything but the newspaper when you're done. There's always a way if you want to do it the easy way, which I always do. So here we go. We'll wait for this to dry, and then when it's through, then we will finish the fish on their newspaper. See, why I want to work on this is the beautiful luminosity of those fish scales. Got it to the point now that it has to sleep overnight because I need to know where I am on this picture. You can overwork a picture so easily. If you just keep painting on it, it's going to get overworked. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I have another picture for you that I'm going to be working on. This one is a flower. It's very simple. It's just one flower. It's a tulip. And it's kind of a droopy tulip, but it is in living color closer to you. You can see that it's got a lot of nice colors in it. But I'm afraid that this part here is just too monochromatic. I need more color. I need more lightness, I think, in it. I'm going to lighten up this area. See now how much lighter that is? And so that's what I think I'm going to go with. Because, you know, it's just too dark in this area. I need to brighten it up. Because I want this flower to pop, and it's not going to pop if it's sitting in a dismal pile of dark paint. I'm going to leave the top dark, and the base here is going to have, as if light was shining through underneath the flower. And that means I can make the flower more transparent too. And lighter, because if light's shining through it, it should be a lot lighter. I think I'll just leave it at that for now because I don't want it to get too light. I'm going to put a little light in the stem. And that could go into, when it comes out of the stem, it can go into the base of the flower, the underneath part that we never see unless we pick it. We have to get the lightest part of the flower. We need to make shapes. And to make shapes, you need light and dark. And if the light is hitting it, you know, we need it to be a round flower. Tulip is like a cup. So we want this part to be transparent. Now, can you see the difference? Yeah. And a little bit of that, because the plant is this color, probably there's a little bit of that even in their stem. Now this has to get a different color. I just cannot stand it being the same color as everything else. One of the important parts of painting is learning when to say, okay, that's it. This is the best I can do for now. Don't want to do any more. I'm going to just let it go at that. And so that is the time you have to just put your brush away and go on to another painting. That's the hardest thing for an artist to do, is say, I quit. Done, good enough. If you're a selling artist, you think, okay, how much money can I sell this painting for? It's not a good way to think. But the real artist, the one who really, really cares, will paint till they drop because they want it to be the best painting. Every painting, really, you should want it to be the best painting you've ever done. So you have to come to a point where you just say, I've had it, that's it, done. See, now I'm getting very bold. The other thing that's good about painting is you should start out in the morning. You are, you know, very timid and afraid to make a move. But by nightfall, which it happens to be right now, you don't really care what you're doing anymore. You just say, okay, I've been painting all day. This is what I want. So you get very bold. And that's why I always say, don't start painting anything important first thing. You've got to spend the day painting and getting brave and all the rest of that jazz, so that you can do something really spectacular at the end of the day. And that's what I'm hoping to do. But you realize that tomorrow morning I'm going to look at this and hopefully I'll say, this is fabulous, I love it. I'm not painting anymore, it's done. this needs a couple of more details. At the very end, when you've let it dry, you have to put the final whites on, the final darks, you just have to fine tune it into the shape you want it to be. So that's enough for tonight. I've destroyed it or fixed it. We'll find out tomorrow. That's the cliffhanger of the day. I'm going to look at my fish painting one more time. Well, let's try it this way. Another thing about paintings, which I learned years ago when I was first painting, is sometimes they look better at a different angle. So there we go. I've turned it sideways that way. I've turned it sideways this way. And then I've turned it this way is up. Or I can turn it this way is up. And I have 4 new paintings. So if I take a picture of it, I should take a picture of it all the different ways. I think the fisherman will love this and want it immediately. Probably every day that he looks at it, he'll want to go fishing again. So we'll see you soon, and we will be painting when I see you, because it's so fulfilling, so wonderful. It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you've accomplished something, and you're going to enjoy painting, especially when nothing's going to happen. Bye for now.
Nothing's gonna happen, Nothing's gonna happen, Nothing's gonna happen, Nothing's gonna happen today. What to do, what to say. Nothing's gonna happen today. Here and there, come with me. Nothing's gonna happen today. Life is sweet, life is gay. Did I say gay? Nothing's gonna happen today. Here to stay, blown away. Nothing's gonna happen today. Susan may say, Gwen may say, what they say? Nothing's gonna happen today. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen today. What to do, what to say. Nothing's gonna happen today. Here and there, come with me. Nothing's gonna happen today. Life is.
I can do that.
Yeah, so you can just do that.
They don't want to drink alone. They want to drink with their friends in a pub. Have you guys ever seen Coronation Street? Oh my God.